What is up, all you dirty little heathens out there? Welcome
Bye.
and welcome back to the half-assed heathen of the podcast. My name is Cody Black, joined once again by my beautiful burpy wife, Dana.
You burp too.
But I did not burp on this recording so far. I will save it for the end.
Burp right now.
I keep everybody on toes waiting for the burp. I just know people waiting for the burp.
There's a man just like, where's the burp?
Welcome to, what is it, episode 18 now?
I don't know.
I believe it's 18. Hopefully it's 18. I forgot to check. But welcome back to episode 18, hopefully. We're doing another deep dive and crash course into some lesser known gods.
Yes.
This was actually requested from some of our peeps on TikTok, and we asked our peeps on our Facebookie, and yeah, that was the census. So we spent the last 2 days, today included, on doing some research, and
I'm so excited.
it has led us down some rabbit holes.
I've actually haven't really tried to push going so deep into a research, but seeing you do it and then you giving me some like tips and stuff, like I got into it and like I'm just so excited,
I'm pretty stoked. I mean, I asked some people about some stuff that I'm going to be talking about tonight, and they were not as stoked. But I like to live on the fucking edge, the edge of fact, the edge of reality. What if? What how? What how? Why?
My brain just was like, what did he say?
So for this one, our Facebook pallies,
Thank you, by the way.
one of them, I think it was John. No, it was Christopher.
I can look.
Anyways, one of them wanted specifically to touch on air. Air. So we're going to be touching on that one. But other than that, I did bring up a list on ChatGPT of lesser known Norse gods, and I kind of just went down the list. When I say that I went down, I mean, oh, I burped at the beginning. I mean, Váli was the first one that popped up on the list. So I hit that one. I researched for like 3-4 hours because I got stuck with the tisms on some shit, and then I did not read the rest of the list. So since I've got two, you got one. We'll probably start with mine, you, me.
Just go off of it, basically.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with mine. So the top of the list is Váli. That comes straight from that Chat GPT list, but we're gonna be touching on Air, which comes from our Facebook guy. I believe it was Christopher. And then we'll also be touching on Mani and Sól, which comes from Viking King from TikTok. He wanted an in-depth episode on that, and I was like, there's no way that we can fill a whole episode with that, so we'll just dedicate a bit of one episode to it. And then I researched, and I was like, fuck, we need one more whole goddamn episode.
It's gonna give us something to do after this episode, though.
Oh yeah, we can get all the pleasantries out of the way.
Yeah.
Then we can just kind of dive in with the tisms and just get on in there.
Ride with the waves.
Or ride the lightning, baby.
Ride the lightning.
That's from a band called Metallica.
Metallica? I don't know if you're being serious right now.
Yeah, it's Metallica.
Okay, I thought it was, but then I was like, is there actually a band out there?
Actually, when I was in high school, I was in a metal cover band, and I was trying to convince them so hard to let me name the band Metallico, because we were doing a lot of Metallica songs.
Metallico. Like Metallica cover?
Yeah, like Metallico.
Metallico.
But then I thought about just naming us Metallica. Actually, I think we still have a YouTube out there somewhere. I remember the password was Metallico.
The password.
Don't be hacking my shit. Don't be guessing my internet email access guy stuff.
The
Too bad we weren't like a Creed cover band. Actually, we did cover Creed. We did with arms wide open under the sun.
he sounds so similar to us. The guy. The look at this photograph.
Nickelback.
Yeah, he sounds like him to me.
Well, I mean, it was like a phase throughout the early 2000s where all the bands were like had this like weird closed mouth when they're talking. Like we're listening to Creed today, and you're like, wow, he kind of sounds like Jack Black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
they all
Jack.
kind of had that like Jack Black. He be like here sniffer Benny here,
Yeah,
and then Creed's on like can you take me higher.
and then Nickelback.
I don't see the connection with that one. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. He's more like look at this photograph.
No,
Every time I never makes me laugh.
no. But when we were listening, when we were listening to that Creed song, I just said it sounds like Jack Black trying to sing a country song. I don't know if you heard me, but
I was too busy jamming. All I
yeah,
heard was, it sounds like Jack Black. And I was like, yeah, I know, because like early 2000s, like these bands did this stuff. But yeah, I missed out on
the country,
the country.
the Jack Black sounding like he's trying to sing country. Can you see it?
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. So here's my pitch. To anybody listening, I want to do a cover.
Oh my gosh. You've been doing this all day.
I want somebody out there to do a cover of Higher by Creed. But the whole premise of the song is
Can you join my choir?
the whole song is the singer is really trying hard to recruit people to his choir. And progressively throughout the song he gets more and more desperate. So it starts out with him going, can you join my choir? It's a place where grown men sing. And then, like, at the end of the song, he's all like, can you join my choir? It's a place where grown men sing. Can you join my choir? I promise that it's a very cool thing. That if somebody out there can do that for me, my life will be complete.
Ooh, we should get stands for our microphones so we can just sit on the table.
Well, technically, they're supposed to clip to our shirt.
Well, yeah, but they don't work that way.
Yeah.
It's weird.
They're pretty cheap microphones.
I've seen some TikTokers use them, and they have them on their shirt, and they work just fine.
It's probably fake.
Yeah.
They're probably like trying to advertise like a $20 microphone, but they're using like $100 microphones.
They're not advertising the microphones. They're just doing their video.
Uh-huh. But normally if you look at the bottom left of the screen, it'll say like TikTok shop and then like click here to buy these microphones.
Yeah. Not on the videos that I've seen him use them. But I don't know.
I've seen Scotty K Fitness put his on his hat. Let me try it. Put mine on my hat. It's not clipping to my hat. Oh, there we go. How's that? No, that sucks. That don't work.
Maybe he's just talking really loud.
No, he's using a expensive guy.
What if you put it on your glasses right here?
No, I'm not smudging my glasses. I'm fine. I can just hold my microphone.
I was saying it as a joke.
Oh shit! Happy late Halloween, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Or Sam Wayne, or Sam Hain if you're
Sam Wayne Gacy.
Sam Wayne Gacy. Hope you guys had some fun diabetes-filled celebrations with the kiddos. If you got some kiddos, and if you don't got some kiddos, hope you had some fun handing out some candy to some kiddos. I do miss that. Trunk or treating just totally took over Halloween. So
Yeah. I've
eh,
been seeing some videos of people where they're
mhm.
just waiting outside and like no kids come to get the candy. It's
Mm.
so sad.
My last Halloween before having kids, we had 3 trick-or-treaters to our door. And then when I had kids, I'm like, oh, we got to go out and actually do the stuff now, so we weren't home.
Mm.
But yeah, my last year before I had kids, we had 3 trick-or-treaters, and then the year before that, I was throwing a Halloween party. You know this. Listeners don't know this, but we're throwing a Halloween party, and I had grown ass men fighting to get to the door to give kids candy, which sounds creepy when I say it, but it was all in fun. Like they were tackling each other, pinning each other to the ground. Like, no, I'm giving the candy to the kids. Like, it was a whole fun time.
Mm.
Next year, dude, we,
Completely
we had
different.
fucking three people, three
Yeah.
kids. It was insane. I actually got sad. I spent a lot of money on candy. We did decorations. I was dressed up as like a teddy bear, and like I was like, I had this whole thing where I was gonna answer the door and go, "I love you." Oh, that's creepy too. Jesus Christ, I'm glad that didn't happen.
You didn't tell me that part.
Anyways, why don't we talk about our 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 godly guys, our lesser known
Okay.
gods? Let's just not. Let's just
Let's just ignore that
you know,
part of the conversation.
Men in black. Hey, look at this light. Yep. Let's just do that. Anyways, let's get to the what the people are listening for. Um, so yeah, like I was saying, one of the lesser known gods that I wanted to touch on, or that Chat GPT brought up, was Váli. It's actually the correct accent.
Volley.
Yeah, you got to go Váli. But Váli, we had mentioned Váli's name in our Loki episode. But Váli is also a god of, or son of Odin. And we're going to get into the nitty gritties with that one. I've got my own theory, and we're going to get to that at the end of the
I have a
Váli
theory on
stuff.
mine too. I'm so excited.
That's great. But Váli, or Bo, or Boe, Boe, so he is another son of Odin. And he was born um, after Baldur's death, and he grew to a full grown ass, hairy ass man within a few days, and his sole purpose was to go to hell, go to Helheim, bargain with Hel or Hela to return Baldur back to the gods' realms in Asgard.
That's hella cool.
Fucking for real, dude. Yeah, since he was born specifically to seek I guess retribution for Baldur's death. Um so um what's the word? Colloquial?
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
My mouth don't work with that one.
Uh,
Colloquial, that's the word.
colloquial?
I don't fucking know. Um but so he could be seen as like a god of vengeance, loyalty. He is an avenger. Since his brother's death, Odin put him in charge of legit avenging Baldur's death, being the vengeance that the realms need. But in saying that, Odin is his father, and his mother is a giantess named Rinda.
Rinda.
Rinda,
Hmm.
another half brother.
Wait, Rinda is it female?
Yes.
Okay.
Males cannot have babies.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you said he after that, and I was like, wait, what?
I have confusion, but we'll move on. Um, but yeah, his story shows like the importance of loyalty and family bonds. Since he was born to do something, that's what he'd do. Odin was like, "Hey, son, do you do the saying, and that's what you do.
I have a question.
I might have answer.
So, Váli,
Mm-hmm.
did Odin wait for him to be full grown to ask him to go to the hell?
Well, he was grown into a man within a few days.
Oh, okay.
So,
That answers my
unless
question.
Frigg is really loose. Or not Frigg. Rinda. She is a giantess, so she could essentially pop out like a full grown man. She got
That's weird.
she got that floppy pussy.
Oh my god. That cavernous pussy. Okay,
she
next.
queefs and it sounds like
Oh no.
"Wah."
Oh no. Earthquakes happen. Stop. Please.
You were asking the questions,
I
man.
know. I didn't think it would go there.
But yeah, he is seen as like a god of vengeance. Um he's kind of the symbol of like family loyalty because he was just like literally just a couple days old, and then Odin was like, "Hey, you're doing this thing," and he's like, "All right, Dad, got you."
Got your back,
He's like,
man.
"I got you. I'm gonna go do the thing." Spoiler alert: he did not bring back Balder, but he was able to bring the message back that Balder was not gonna come back unless everything would shed a tear for him. Um, but what's really cool about Volley, especially with him traveling to Helheim, just pull the grapes out of the bag.
I don't want to make loud noises.
Just do you're driving my tisms up, man. Just do. There you go. Yep, dump him out. Yep. Oh, don't. Oh, you lost it.
I lost one.
Don't step on it. I don't want to have to clean it up in the morning.
We're good.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Um. Yeah, going down. Yep, trusting that. And then blah 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 blah.
You were going off of how Odin, or he was loyal, essentially, to Odin.
Mm.
Just did it, even though he's a few
Yeah,
days
so he
old.
goes down to Helheim to barter for Baldur's life back, and Hel was like, if every living creature will shed a tear for Balder, we'll let him back. Oh yeah, what's really cool about Vali is no other god, at least that I'm aware of, no other god was able to ride Sleipnir, but Odin gave him Sleipnir within 3 days of him being alive to go down to Helheim or to travel the realms of Helheim.
Oh, so he wrote it.
Yeah, Sleipnir.
Damn.
Sleipnir helps Odin ride to different realms, at least in the you know stories.
Do you think Odin talked to was Jormungandr, the snake?
About what?
Oh no, it was his horse, right?
Sleipnir's his
Yeah,
horse.
yeah.
Yes.
Sleep. My mind went to the snake. I'm sorry.
I
So
mean, if Odin did have a conversation with Jormungandr, I think it would start like, "Hello, Odin. I am a snake," and he was like, "Ah!" And then to the ocean with you. I think that's pretty much how that conversation
kicked
went.
him across the realms.
Field goal. Um, but what was really interesting that I found, um, and my notes suck, but in the story of Gylfaginning, um, it says that Vali was bold in battle and an excellent marksman. So he was bold in battle and he was good with bow and arrow.
Oh, was
So,
she?
so if you're a archer out there, you could relate to Vali. And what really sucks about these split episodes that we're doing. There's so much more. There's so much more, but
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to touch base on some lesser known gods, and then hopefully dedicate a full episode to them in the future. We get all this stupid shit out of the way. We can talk about all the cool, fun stuff. um, Do-do-do-do-do-do. But he was also tasked with killing Hoder, the blind god that threw the dart at Balder. So,
Wait, he was tasked to kill Hodor after he threw the dart? Or,
so Hoder's dart killed Balder.
yes.
Balder's death made
Yes.
Vali be born.
Okay.
So he was tasked with killing Balder, not Balder, Hoder, for killing Balder. Um, so that just goes to throw more God of Vengeance at him. You know,
Yeah.
he's like God of Vengeance. He's an
He's
Avenger.
the
He's not
he's the
Iron Man.
god's
Avenger.
avenger. He's the god's avenger.
Uh-huh. At least in this story here. But Vali, another cool thing, Vali, his brother Vidar, and then Thor's kids, Movi and Magni, survive Ragnarok. They're some of the few survivors. So it's interesting. But he's also the Avenger. He's supposed to kill Fenrir after Odin gets eaten by Fenrir. So take that with a grain of rice if you want. Um, but like I was saying earlier, Loki is also attested to having a son named Vali. But it's only mentioned in one line in the Prose Edda, and the Prose Edda is translated from Snorri Sturluson, who he had to change it up. He was trying to preserve the Old Norse poetry, but he also had to change it up for the Christian people at the time. So I know you haven't read it.
I haven't.
But instead of just being like, oh, these gods live on a fluffy cloud with these kingdoms or whatever, it was they were physical kingdoms on the physical earth in these physical countries. And instead of being gods, they were kings or princes or princesses or queens.
Yeah.
So in the Prose Edda, there is this line. I'm gonna fucking butcher this. Tha varu teknir sinir loka. Vali ok nari itha narthi. The translation that I was able to find was, then were taken Loki's sons, Vali and Nari. So this is talking about when they finally capture Loki, and they're about to chain him up to the stone with his son's entrails. So they took his sons, and it says sons Vali and Nari. But in the original line, right? So sons of Loki, Vali, Oak. So Oak means and. Nari, Edha, Narfi. So Edha can be a word for or and, or it could be like a comparative term. I don't know how to describe it. But this, for all you Facebook folk out there, this is what I was talking about. Your guys' request sent me on like a 3 to 4 hour fucking rabbit hole to try to translate one sentence because it didn't make sense for Loki to have one son named Vali and then Odin to have a son named Vali. So it's like, that doesn't make sense. So we're going to go down this rabbit hole, and I spent 3 to 4 fucking hours trying to pick this fucking thing apart, and it drove me nuts last night. So on the page at the bottom of my notes, I wrote, next page to nerd out. So let's do some nerding out. So Tha, and that's the thorn symbol with the A with the little dash on the top. It can mean then or at the time. Varu is a plural past tense term of vera, meaning to be. So veru means were. Teknir means taken. Venir is the plural form of son, so sons. So did I say Venir? Sinir. Sinir. Synir. Vali. See, now this is where you get into the weeds of it. Vali, I didn't find a direct translation with the name, but I did end up on a big ol' comments thread on some weird website, and There's some people that are trying to link volley with the word Valor. So volley, Vali, with Valor, Valr. Valor means like fallen or the slain, just like Valhall is a hall for the slain or fallen, and stuff like that. Um, so to continue on, oak, it's spelled okay, can mean and one of the credited sources for Old Norse language that I could find, I, fuck, what was the name? I believe it was like Cleary in Ferguson dictionary. I should have wrote that down. Um, but this one I've heard is highly credited, and to its credit, it goes into some shit. So if you look into section 4 of oak, um, oak means but in section 4 of this Clary and Figurensen dictionary on the interwebs, um, it brings up some examples of oak being used not just in between two things that are being compared. Like if I say Cody and Dana, it was used before the two terms like and Cody, Dana. And I believe the original example that was being used, at least in this little section that I was reading, like it's talking about a spider, and the spider was, it had 8 eyes and 4 legs, but the way this was written out in Old Norse was oak, 8 eyes, 4 legs. So instead of being between the 8 eyes and the 4 legs, it was used before. And if we look back at the original thing, and I hope you guys are keeping along. I hope you guys are enjoying this because, man, it took fucking hours. And I'm going to die on this hill that this was mistranslated because it doesn't make any fucking sense. And I encourage you guys, go to the fucking original thing. Tha Varu Teknu Senior Loka Vali Oak Nari Etha Narfi. So, just based off of what we got right now, Tha, then or at the time. So, at the time, Varu were Teknir, taken, Sinir, sons. So, at the time, were taken sons, Loka, of Loki. Vali, Oak, Nari, Etha, Narfi. So we got Vali, if it's related to the slain or the fallen. I'm trying to, I see this more as like it could be used as a title, just like we touched on with the Loki episode of Loki maybe being used as a title, not so much as a name. Like somebody's acting like a Loki, like, dude, you're being like a total fucking Loki right now. Where Vali was essentially born to go to hell.
Yeah.
We could use Vali's name as a title for somebody who is meant to go to hell.
So he has a purpose. As soon as he's born, purpose. He knows what it is. He knows what he needs to do.
Yeah, but that's kind of like his thing is like, Vali, you're going to hell. So if I call you Vali, I'm essentially saying you are destined to go to hell.
You're going to hell, man.
So oak being before Nari Etha Narfi, like I was saying, it could be used before the two comparatives instead of in between. Instead of Nari and Narfi, it could be and Nari or Narfi. So if we use Vali as a title term, and then I wrote down, sorry, I got to keep going on with this, Etha, or can also compare to things that are not alike, which is, kind of like how or works. In this context, Vali could be used as a title for Nari or Narfi to be marked, to be slain, or chosen for death. And then I wrote, my ADHD fueled translation. At the time were taken the sons of Loki to be slain, Nari and or Narfi. And since this is the only line that we see Loki having a son named Vali, this is the only line that we see that Loki could have two sons named Nari and or Narfi, and one of them was marked for death, which one of them were marked for death because their entrails were used to chain Loki to the center of the earth. And I'm gonna just drop the fucking mic on that one because that one took 4 hours and it only took 10 minutes to talk about.
Yeah.
And they say his dick grew 2 inches that day. But I did run this past that historical heathen guy because he's a Old Norse etymologist. Essentially, he studies the language and the etymologies of these words. And I did run this past this guy, and I don't know if I can clip this whole fucking thing to TikTok. He did not agree with me, which is fine. And his big thing was that Váli and Valor, Váli and Valor were had no links to them.
There were two different things.
They were like two different complete things, but that's kind of like how nicknames and titles start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like me and you were talking. If somebody was being very honorable and you wanted to give them a nickname that represented how honorable they were, you would not say, "Oh, there's Mr. Honorable."
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably just call him like honor, or maybe you'd make up a word that's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh hey, look, there's Han. There's Han Solo. He's honorable, and he's so low. His hole is so low.
Yeah. Which hole are we talking about?
All 7 of them. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up my notes for Váli, because I went down the fucking rabbit hole. I checked so many different sources, so many different internet dictionaries, and so I've got a theory. I think that line is mistranslated. I think Váli in this one is being taken as a title, not that Loki has a son named Váli,
mm-hmm.
but Loki has a son named Nari and Narfi. So Nari and or Narfi were marked for death, or marked to be fallen, marked to be slain. And I think that if anybody out there has ties to any of these big wigs in the Norse community, send them this episode.
Yeah, maybe they were the sons. They were associated because you said death. Váli had to go to hell. Helheim.
Yep.
So maybe that could be the title.
That was his destiny.
Mm-hmm.
The
title for that.
And maybe these gods' names, maybe a lot of them are just titles. Like Freyr and Freya are titles for Lord and Lady.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a well-known thing. Freyr and Freya. That's why a lot of people don't see them as like legit gods, is because they have an actual, they are labels. They're not names.
Mm-hmm.
But we all heard of Lady and the Tramp, and her name was Lady, and the other guy's name was Tramp. Just because your names are labels doesn't mean that your names
don't have a significance.
Because they're labels.
Yeah.
But anyways, babe.
Yes.
I'm going to throw this one to you.
Okay.
And, wait. If there's any big wigs out there, hit me up at halfassheathenpod@gmail.com. Even if you want to tell me to fuck off, that's completely fine.
Do it.
But I might be willing to die on this fucking hill, because holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I went down the fucking rabbit hole, okay?
Yeah.
And it only makes sense. Like, unless Odin wanted a big fuck you, and he's all like, hey, my son, Váli, is going to kill your son, Váli.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that might be pretty cool.
Yeah.
My Váli's better than your
Battle
Váli.
to the death.
But anyways, baby, let's hear about your air.
Air.
Yeah.
I can't say it very well. Air.
Just say air.
Air.
You're gonna just say American.
When you first said it to me,
American.
I thought you were actually thinking about like air. What did people in Norse mythology think about air, like in general? When you first,
and you're like, yeah, I can write
I'm
down.
like the air.
Yeah, they need air breathe. They need to breathe air. Yeah.
Everybody needs that.
But yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, I'm gonna first start off with Air's name represents or means mercy, health, or serenity, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, she's associated with a lot of things. um, First, she is associated with healing, medicine, health, wellness, um, all that kind of stuff. And then she's associated with different gods like Frigg or Idun. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Huh?
You're good.
Okay. And she's associated with Valkyries, or she was a Valkyrie, but there's a lot of different sources saying that she is or she isn't, so it's like a lot of back and forth with that one. I do have a theory on that one, which we'll get onto later. Um, my next thing is that she is often depicted as a compassionate and skilled healer with knowledge of herbs, potions, and remedies, going back to her being associated with healing and medicine, health. Um, I did come across something that was pretty cool. She was associated with a certain mountain. Let me see if I can find it specifically in my notes. I do have a lot of notes. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. I have no idea how to say this mountain's name. It's like Lift
Move your finger.
Liftberg.
All right, hold on. Like Leaf, yeah,
Leafja
Berg.
Berg.
Or
Leafjaberg.
Leafjaberg.
Leafjaberg. Okay.
Going down to Leafjaberg to get the leaf from my iceberg.
A magical, or no, not magical, a mythical healing mountain where remedies and why did I say this? It says where remedies and certain herbs and stuff are found, or said to be found there.
Hold on, the Leafjaberg is an actual mountain in Iceland.
Yeah, and she's associated with it.
Hold on, if we're not correct, if we're, I'm pretty fucking sure this is a mountain in Iceland.
Google Maps.
Nah, fuck
it. Hey, you guys, go look it up.
Go Google Maps it. If we are wrong, leave a comment. But if we're right,
people,
then geez Louise, get down on your knees. People,
go find some remedies.
Ooh, nice one. Just find some remedies to help smooth off my D's. No. Continue, baby. We are professionals here.
People believe that invoking her name could bring about healing and good health. She is sometimes depicted as residing in a sanctuary of healing and herbs, which goes back to the mountain.
Leafjaberg.
Which I thought was pretty cool, especially if it's an actual like mountain like that. That's pretty fucking cool.
I'm pretty sure it is, and I would not doubt that nature would have a way to grow medicines in the perfect spot. I mean,
yeah, like where you can just go get it, you know?
I mean, that's just kind of how things work, you know. Plants grow, and then we find them in these places, and then it has to be perfect temperatures and environments for these plants to grow because that's how they need to grow because that's how nature works, and then we just think that it's crazy. It's like, no, that's just how they fucking grow.
Yeah. I came across something that I thought was pretty cool during my research. She could be a mentor to humans. In some traditions, Air is referred as a mentor to humans, healers, midwives, etc., doctors, physicians. It was common for practitioners of the healing arts in Norse society to honor Air and invoke her name in their work, asking for her guidance during healing processes. And I think that the healing processes could be physical, mental, spiritual. I think that healing process could be referred to a lot of different aspects of
Mm.
healing. Um,
If only she could heal my stupidity.
um,
Air, heal my
okay,
stupidity.
okay. Now I need to go back to the beginning.
In the beginning, there
um,
was nothing. And then Odin said, let there be light. At least I think that's
her
how it went.
connections with Frigg and Idun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Idun.
Idun, the one
Um,
with the apples.
yes. Her and Frigg's connection uh is with healing and protection. They share maternal and nurturing qualities, which I couldn't really find anything like specifically
Well,
that
they're
was like
women.
proof. Yeah, they're women.
They're women.
Also, Idun and her connection, they both connect to health and rejuvenation and wellness. Idun's apples grant eternal youth, while air heals.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of put a little bit of connection with the
Mm-hmm.
apples.
Like maybe they're like two sides of the sensu bean.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And during my research, they also connected her with a fate, but not specifically with the fates, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So,
Are you going to. Okay. So when they say that they can be connected to the fates, usually that means that because Eric is possibly seen as one of Frigg's handmaidens.
yes.
Are you going to touch on that some more, or?
I didn't really because my notes are messy.
Okay. Well, just really quick. So Frigg and her handmaidens are often seen as possibly the fates. So when you read
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
so she has handmaidens. They're listed as like maybe like possibilities. There's like I think there's like one specific that stays the whole time as
Mm-hmm.
one of her handmaidens. Um,
I'm pretty sure I
but the
just
fates are
remember.
weaving your web of weird, right?
Yeah.
Frigg is also seen with the spindle. Um,
Yes.
but here's the thing: women back in the days spent a lot of time making clothes and blankets and armor and all sorts of stuff. So it is
Mm-hmm.
very, very, very common that whenever you see anybody of female heritage, what the fuck? Uh, any time in history when you see somebody with a vagina, they usually are depicted with a spindle or a spinning wheel or something like that into making clothes because that's what they did. They spent a lot of time on that back in the day. Sorry, babe. What were
It's
you
okay.
saying?
I was just going back to some of the sources that I got it from because there's the prose edit and the poetic edit and um skaldic poetry and runic inscription.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So those not familiar, skalds. Skald was a title for essentially like a bard, somebody who was singing or saying these poems at like parties and get-togethers and stuff like that. Like if you were a great warrior, you would have a skald follow you around and you know write stories about you and be able to tell them about you when you die. But skalds were also skald is also a form of magic. It's a poetic magic that's more masculine. Sorry,
no, it's okay.
but yeah, check out skaldic stuff. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah. In the prose edit, there's two mentions of air. It's kind of muddied. Um, in chapter 35 of the prose edit, uh, this is like straight from the prose edit, so it's kind of like just starting off in a sentence. The enthroned figure of High, which I think is a person. It's literally like High provides brief descriptions of 16. I don't know that word. I want to say senior.
Let's see. Yeah, a senior.
Brief,
A
yes, a
senior.
senior. High list heir third of the 16. Let's see. 16. She's the third that he mentions and says she is an extremely good physician.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
16 of what? Or
16 of the Valkyries.
So she's listed 16. That's pretty neat.
Just says she is an extremely good physician.
So not only is she possibly one of Frigg's handmaidens, but she's also listed as a Valkyrie.
Yes. And then it goes to in chapter 75 of the book. I have no idea who that is. Skäll the Skäll.
You can read it like American.
I know.
Skäll.
Air appears within a list of Valkyries' names, but Air is not included in the list of Asnir, which goes back to High listing off and saying that she's an extremely good physician. I don't think he actually put her in the list of them, but she was there. Kind of like, it goes to my theory that she was like a medic, a physician, somebody who was not just in the battles, but somebody who was attending to people's wounds as the battle was going on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, she could. If she was in fact a Valkyrie, because Valkyries are the ones that bring the dead back. She could be a Valkyrie that maybe, they're like, hey, we're not ready for this warrior to die yet. We need you to go fix him up a bit.
Which I have something cool to mention about that later.
Ooh, sweet.
And then in the Poetic Edda, in the poem, I don't know that name either.
Let me show you the notes. Yeah.
If you can read my handwriting is horrible.
You are right. Feels fin small. Feels fin small.
It's such a long word too. It's not like a little tiny thing.
Feels vin small. Feels vin small.
Yeah, that's the Watchman, whatever that name is, presents a list of the maidens.
What is it? These people can't see what we're seeing. They are listening. Dude, babe, we gotta work on your handwriting.
I know.
Dude, that looks like
it's an R at the end, by the way.
It feels for FJOLSVOIR. Feels foyer. Right.
That's what I thought when I read it. It's like Fuels foyer. Presents a list of the maidens that attend the Lady of the Keep. Frig. And then it says Mengold.
Gold and owned by men?
It just says Mengold. And then it says that includes Air and states that they all sit on the hill back to the mountain. Lifjaberg.
Lifjaberg.
Yes. Old Norse hill of healing or healing mountain.
Yeah, it helps if you say it like all balanced. You like it is. Lifjaberg. God, you got 2 more pages.
Okay. Then it goes to the skaldic poetry and runic inscription. I kind of just wrote this down because I didn't know what the skaldic poetry was. But in skaldic poetry, the name Air is frequent in kennings. You told me what kennings were, but I forgot.
Yeah, so
they're associations,
like descriptive terms.
Oh yeah, descriptive.
So for those of you that don't understand what kennings are, they are essentially, instead of saying Odin, you would say like the long bearded or the one-eyed one.
Yeah.
Thor would be like the hammer wielder or something.
Yeah. It says that Air is frequent in kennings for women specifically. A sample, yeah, a sample con- construction is air aura, air of riches, occurring in Gisla saga. The name is already used in this way by the 10th century poetic Kalmacur Ogdenmunderson.
I'm not helping no more. I want you to figure this out.
um, and hell.
Okay, okay. I will bite. We got listeners. All right, let's see. A simple construction of air or aura, air of riches, occurring.
You're just
in...
saying what I did.
Yes, I am rereading it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm reading it again. Do not interrupt. A simple. We need to. You need to practice your handwriting, baby.
I know.
A simple construction is aura, air of riches, occurring in Gisla saga. Gisla saga? Are you sure it's Gisla saga?
That's how it's spelled.
The name is already used in this way by the 10th century poets Komakar, Ogmandarson, and what?
That's what I was saying.
Alfred. No, what the fuck is that letter? Is that an R? That looks like a fucking slash.
Where?
After the ev.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird shape. So it goes like this. It goes down and around like a backward 6, and then it has like a little slash thing at the top.
Yes, that's called an ev. I'm talking about what's after that.
An R.
Okay. Frether van der. No, I cannot, babe. I cannot read your handwriting.
I know, it's horrible.
Okay, let's practice on that. Take it. Take it slower.
Okay.
You guys out there, do your research. I am no help here.
I'm horrible at researching.
Well, you were also raised in a cult.
Yeah.
You were always told do not question, so it's a muscle. You gotta exercise your muscle of researching and handwriting.
The name air is used in a woman kenning in a runic inscription inscribed on a stick from Bergen, Norway around the year 1300. Didn't do any more from that. Yeah. But my theory is that she was essentially a very skilled medic for the Valkyries. Like,
ooh, that's a fun thought.
She's very skilled medic. Like, she wasn't really there for the fighting, but she could fight.
Mm-hmm.
But she was mainly there to heal people.
See,
and
when you said a healer for the Valkyries, that's a cool thought too. Like maybe the Valkyries actually did get damaged in the battle.
And she's the only one out of the list of the Valkyries that have a specific mention of healing.
As far as we know,
there's a lot. There's 16 Valkyries, and I didn't go through each one and say, "Oh, are they a healer?"
Yeah, that's why I say as far as we know.
Yeah.
But that is a cool thought. What if the Valkyries actually do get damaged while they're in the battle?
Yeah, because they could go up to, essentially to another god or something, and they're probably gonna get overpowered.
Well, so there are a lot of stories about like Valkyries being mortal and being married off to people and stuff like that, and then like usually the female Valkyries, if they get wed off to a man, in order to do that, their wings have to be torn off. Yeah. So the Valkyries are tangible. So maybe when they're going in and they're like, hey, this is a good warrior to bring back to Odin or Freya, maybe they do get damaged. Maybe they do need a fucking healer for them.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as the other 15 are not like yelling at the healer for not being able to heal all of them at once. Like,
Yeah.
all my years of playing World of Warcraft. Like, your fucking healer sucks. Like, fuck you. Quit running out there and being a fucking dumbass idiot.
But this goes back to so I have possible ranks that could rank the Valkyries. So
Ooh.
there's one, the most with battle experience,
Uh-huh.
loyalty to Odin, and magical abilities, and association to the other gods or heroes. So that could determine where their rank is. There was like higher rank, mid rank, lower rank, and unranked, which include air. She was unranked.
So, like a private.
So I took those as the healers, the ones who would have their backs if they needed it or something like that. Like that's what I took it as, the unranked Valkyries. And then I did come across an article where it said that air was highly associated with a judge or fate in battle. She chooses who may live or die, emphasizing her role in both healing and fate.
The judge or air?
It's
Like,
air
so
herself.
air could be the one that judges if they go into Valhalla or Volkvanger.
If they live, die, going back to fate. If she's a fate, but it's a it's
Well,
not a set thing because like the article I read, I kind of just briefly read it.
well, hold on, because technically, if she is able to heal mortal men, she can choose not to do it,
Yeah.
and she can choose who dies. So technically, yeah, I mean that's right.
Yeah, and
Because
it's specifically set for the Valkyries. Like during battle, she would choose who lives or dies because she's the healer, right? She's got to see who's her main focus to heal. But that can also put her in the status of is she a fate, but a fate on the battlefield.
well, in the end, aren't all of us just little fates running around? Because technically,
Yes, yeah.
technically, me and you can go on the street, kill somebody, so
Mm-hmm.
we can technically control somebody's
Change
fate.
the fate. Yeah.
But wait. Just because we think we're changing the fate, are we? Or is that our fate to change their
To
fate?
do it in that time.
And
You never know.
Then who changes that fate's fates?
Yeah.
Like, and then who changes that fate's fates?
Yeah.
This is really cool. I didn't even think about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her literally, if she is like the only
Healer, yeah.
she legit decides the
Who
fate.
lives, who dies.
But then again, if it's her fate to choose certain fates, and
well, if she's a super skilled healer, right? They're gonna want her on that battlefield to save the Valkyries because they're very important, right? So it's like she's gotta have that high ranking. She's gotta know who's the most skilled fighter, whose life do I need to save to be able to win this fight. Because one could lack in something while the other is really good at. She's got to like deal with a lot of decisions. It's pretty interesting to think about.
Really interesting.
Let's see what else I have.
Jesus Christ, there's another page. You did a good job, baby. Thank you.
Thank you. She was associated with a goddess from Greek mythology. I don't know how to say this name. It's like Hygeia. Hygeia.
Give me your page. Because, fun fact, I was obsessed with Greek mythology for this. And I've never seen that fucking name ever. Holy shit. Yeah, that I would bet. Yep.
Yeah.
Hygeia. So Hygiea. Hygeia. Yeah.
When I first saw that name, I thought it was like hygiene. But
well, hey, it could be because Hygeia, if she's related to health. Hygiene could have come from her name because most of our language is based off Latin, which stemmed off the Greek, which is where we get most of our language.
Yep. So this goddess is obviously with health, but mainly cleanliness and hygiene.
There you go.
And then goes back to air. She could be associated with those things as well.
Oh yeah, that's what brings good health.
Hygeia was the daughter of Asclepius. Asclepius. Pius. I'm trying, babe.
Is that a D?
No, wait, what?
ASD?
No, it's CL.
How are you bringing up stuff I don't know about?
It's my handwriting.
No, not that. I've never heard of
Hygeia
or
Hygeia. Yeah.
Asclepius. I've never heard of these two.
I literally looked her up, and she's an actual freaking thing. She's an actual.
No, I believe you. Just
yeah.
Before, when I was a teen, because any millennials out there probably got sucked into fucking, Percy Jackson series and stuff. We all got obsessed with Greek mythology and shit first. So, yeah, I spent years studying Greek mythology. I've never heard of those guys.
Asclepius. Well, anyway, he's the god of medicine. Hygeia's dad is the god of medicine.
Okay.
The connection between air and Hygeia highlights a cross-cultural recognition of the importance of health, healing, cleanliness practices back then.
Yeah, condoms and stuff.
So they could condoms.
Yeah, they used to actually use intestines as condoms back then.
Oh my god!
Not human, like goat and cow and pig.
So that their cattle couldn't breed? I'm so confused right now.
No, they're not fucking their cattle.
No, I mean they put it on the cattle so that their cattle can't breed.
What?
I'm not saying that they're breeding with their cattle.
Babe. With me, okay? With me. Has there ever been any time in your life ever that you've ever heard about somebody using a condom for cattle?
That's what you said.
No. Babe.
I don't know what you're saying.
When they killed these animals to eat, they would take their intestines and turn them into condoms for humans.
Okay.
Babe. This is going on the internet.
I know. I don't have words.
That's fine.
Okay.
What else you got for this god? Let's just get past this.
That's all I have.
Okay. We're gonna take a little break.
I need to pee.
And hopefully we don't mess this up so this can be one solid piece. But if we fuck this up, this might be a two-parter. But Viking King, I swear, we're gonna do Sól, Mani. And
we shall.
I'm gonna pay real close attention that I don't fuck this up. But we'll see.
Okay.
But if this does cut off, just jump to the next one. Holy shit, we did that without fucking that up. It's been 2 seconds for these guys. It's been like 10 minutes for us.
Yeah.
But in for the King on TikTok or Viking King on TikTok, we are going to be touching on Sól and Mani, not to be confused with Sól and Mani, who died like a dog. I heard he was crying, but I would not be crying. But yeah, we're gonna be touching on Sól and Mani, Mani and Sól, or Sól. Suna is another interpretation of the name. So those that do not know, Sól and Mani are the soul and the moon, or Suna and Mani, sun and moon. They are sibling gods. Sól being the sister, Mani being the brother, which is a complete flip of any other mythology out there. Usually the moon, like in Greek mythology or Roman, Luna is a female. Um, I want to say entity, but that's not right. Deity, female deity. Um, but yeah, that's what makes this one fun. Is Mani is the brother, Sól is the sister. Their father is Mundilfari. It could translate to the one who moves according to particular times. I tried to look into this, the translation for Mundilfari. The only thing that I could find is Mundil means period or time. Fari means mover or walker, but I could not find really any other translation out of that. Another thing that it could mean is the turner, and I'm assuming that the first name is not Timmy. Get off your phone.
Sorry, I was looking up something.
But anyways, their father Mundafari could be like the turner, like the turner of time, which is really interesting, seeing as Sól and Mani are like essentially the signifiers of the turning of time, or the turners of time. But Sól and Mani, they emerged as the cosmos was being created. These two guys were without a purpose or a role when they were created or spawned. So the gods decided, hey, let's fucking create one for let's create a fucking purpose for these guys. So the gods created the times of day slash night, the different times of year, and even the moon phases to give Sól and Mani a purpose. It's like half moon, crescent moon, quarter moon, full moon. My ass. My ass, full moon. One cheek, two cheek, three cheek, four.
Fool.
No, see, my notes here say Sól and Mani soar through the heavens on horse-drawn chariots. Sól, who carries the sun, her horses' names are Ark, Ark, Ar, Arvark, Arvakr, 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 or early riser, and all, all, Alvither, Alsvither, Alsvi, Eth. And if you don't know what Eth is, it's that D, lowercase d with the little T cross on the top. Alsvither, or Swift. So yeah, Sól has two horses named Early Rise or Swift, like not like the tailor. It doesn't make
Taylor
pants.
Swift. Or like you're swift, like fast. Swift.
Just accept the joke.
Ha ha ha.
It's not like the Taylor Swift. It's like the making pants quickly kind of Swift.
I do have something else to add, by the way.
What?
I have something else to add.
Okay, edit.
Are you done with your stuff?
Oh, fuck no. I'm just barely getting started, baby, but you can go do that.
Oh, okay.
While I grab me a beer. Or as
An
the Norse
unusual
would say,
fact
beer.
about Air is that she was connected with mountaintops, which were considered sacred and magical places. This association hints at the belief that special healing plants or mythical herbs could be found only in these high remote areas, making her healing knowledge quite exclusive and mysterious. Which is pretty cool.
So you're going back to air?
Yeah. Connecting her back to the mountain.
So next time you say that you're going to throw your hands in the air, imagine you're just like fisting a goddess.
No.
But let's see, what else do my notes say about Mani and Sól? Oh, this is really cool.
Ooh.
What?
So in a lot of my other research, I heard something that said that bringing warriors back to life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this it says that she was often linked in some accounts that she was so skilled that she could even bring back warriors' life from death, from like fatal wounds.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, let's focus on Mani and Soul.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Air's cool as shit, but let's focus on Mani and Soul. So let's see. Hold on. Sól and Mani soar through the heavens on horse-drawn chariots. Sól, who carries the sun, her horses' names are Arvakr, or Early Rise, and Allsfeather, the Swift. Sól also has a personal partner named Svalin. That's Svalinn, who holds a shield between the sun and our realm, protecting everything from bursting into flames. Mani, being as he comes out when most people are sleeping, is more mysterious. His horses are without name. After Ragnarok, Mani may have to take his sister's burden for himself, which is interesting because there's like some sources that say that both of them die. There's some sources that say that only the sun gets consumed. So I just kind of threw that in there because that's interesting to think about. If the sun goes bye-bye and the moon's still there, then the moon has to take the sun's place. Because if you think about it, when the sun's up and if there's no sun, it's going to be dark with no sun during the day. But then during nighttime, moon has light, even though, modern day science knows that the moonlight is from the reflection of the sun. But if you take it back to our ancestors and stuff, pretty interesting to think about.
Yeah.
More mysterious horses. Ragnarok. Yep. Mani's companions are two human companions, Huki, that's Hjuki, and Billy.
Bill.
Bill. Oh, that's right. Bill. Bil. But Mani's companions are Huki, a cute little Japanese girl, or Bill.
Redneck from the south.
Could you imagine that? What are you doing there, Mucky? We need to be up in the sky. And he's like,
give me a beer.
Yeah, fuck it. I just need another fucking beer. His companions are two human companions named Huki and Bill, whom he took from the earth while they were fetching water from a well. They joined Mani on his journey across the heavens, giving a good explanation for the shadows on the moon / the phases of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why moon shadowy? People in front of light? So he's got just two humans.
He's like, hey, Bill.
And then my notes here say they must be very fat. Because to take that much space.
What if they're not really fat and it's just like their arm?
just like every once in a while, like one of them's leaning over the fucking chariot, and then Mani's like, "What the fuck you doing?" And the other guy's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna hang out right here too. Everything's gonna be all right." Let's see. The reason the sun and the moon are moving through the sky is both are being chased by wolves. Mani is being chased by Hati, or hate, while Sól is being chased by Skäll, or mockery. Skäll is destined to finally catch his prey after Ragnarok, which is what I was saying. Look at that. My notes say so. I need to quit looking at you while I'm reading because I lost my fucking place. Oh yeah, so he's finally able to catch up to Sól and eat the sun during Ragnarok, which is one of the main points that I believe Ragnarok already happened and is the reason why it started the Ice Age. Because
Yeah.
during the Ice Age, the sun was supposed to be blocked out. Like a bunch of volcanoes and shit happened.
Yeah.
And then the soot went into the atmosphere, blocked out the sun, which caused the earth to be colder to keep the, um, it keeps out the heat.
Yeah.
And then it froze stuff over. So if
Yeah.
the sun's blocked out, stuff gets frozen. Ice Age.
Mm-hmm.
That's my theory. Cody theory. But in the tales of Sköll and Hati, they are given the surname. Oh my goodness. Hrothvitnissen. Hrothvitnissen. Hrothvitnissen.
You sound like a wizard having a stroke.
Hrothvitnissen. Hrothvitnisson, which means famous wolf or glory wolf, and is one of the poetic names or kennings for Fenrir. So, Sköll and Hati. Why is my mouth having a hard time with that? Sköll and Hati are kids of Fenrir. So I guess they were not chasing after the sun and the moon till they were born.
Do the other gods know that Fenrir had a children?
Yes, I guess. I mean, there's no
Definitive thing saying
nobody said that, but I assume maybe the sun and the moon were just hanging out, and then they started moving. They're like, oh shit, why are they moving? They never fucking move.
They never moved before.
And then they just hear,
They're like, oh, he had babies.
well, yep, that was Fenrir having some fucking babies there.
By the way, when we were talking about this outside, there was a wolf howl.
Yeah, before we started this episode, that was weird.
It was.
Because we do not have wolves where we live.
Yeah.
We have coyotes.
Yeah, and they don't sound anything like what we heard.
But we were literally talking about this in particular. We're talking about Sól and Mani having wolves chase them. And then we heard a wolf howl coming from the mountain. And I guess it could just be a dog. But I've lived here for going on between 3-4 years. I've never heard a howl like that.
I've lived here for most of my life. And
no, I'm talking about where we live right now.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I've never heard a howl like that. Maybe somebody down the street got a wolf pup, but
unlikely though.
Yeah.
I knew somebody who did have a mixed breed with wolf in it. So maybe it could be a similar thing. I don't know. It was very interesting to hear that as soon as we were talking about it too.
Yeah, gotta be careful with those half breeds. We had a dude down the street from me when I was a kid. And we used to ride our bikes all around town.
Yes.
And one day his half breeds got out and tried to, let's see, how old was I? Maybe 10, 11? But these essentially wolf dog things were coming up to me and my cousins, and they were trying to essentially fucking eat us.
Really?
I mean, could be exaggerated because I was younger, but yeah, I fought him off. I put one in a fucking chokehold. I kicked the shit out of the other one, and then they ran away. And then
turned it into Superman.
Well, when you're riding your bike with a bunch of your girl cousins, and dogs are attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, cops got involved, and the poor pups had to be put down. But they tried to attack some kids.
Yeah, that's true.
But
keep your dogs in.
Yeah, and if wolves ever tried to attack your family, just go full John Cena with that shit.
I just get an image of that meme where that kid's doing it with his nose.
Oh, with the flutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, let's see. In the tales, Skull and Hati are given the surname. Oh yeah, read that one. Yep, they are Fenrir's children. Let's see. Sól and Mani, or Sól and Mani, or Suna. I wrote that backwards. Mani and Sól or Suna. Oh shit! No, I'm reading this wrong. Sól and Mani, or Suna and Mani, are the reason for Sunday and Monday. We got the day of the sun and the day of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Tuesday, which is Tears Day. We got Woden's Day, which is Odin or Woden or Woden. We got Thursday, which is Thor's Day. We got Friday, which is Frey's Day. And I don't care who the fuck you are, Freya and Frigg are not the same person. We have stories of them in the same room together at the same time. They're not the same fucking person. But Friday is Frey's Day. Now everybody says, what about Saturday? Everybody wants to put this towards the Romans with their god Saturn. But I don't know. The same people keeping track on our ancestors' history are the same people who are putting it down, and the same people who are trying to also kill us at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're tracking the moon by the cycles, you have to make sure that you are day to day accurate. And where we are right now with the Gregorian calendar, we are accurate. So if our ancestors back in the day were paying attention to the sun and the moon, they would be accurate. So what god do you say is Saturday? If it's not Saturn, maybe it's Satyr, the day of magic. Because Satyr is the woman
Mm-hmm.
magic and stuff. You don't look excited.
I'm just trying to think if we've talked about this before or not.
I've talked about it. Probably a lot of those days when you just don't want to fucking hear it.
Whatever. I'm offended.
Oh, it's okay. I did not misgender you. You're just fine. But we can see depictions in early art and carvings of chariots roaming in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we're moving on to archaeological finds, which there's like a lot, but it's all like speculations. Is that Sól and Mani? Is that like Norse people, or is that just like whatever? But Sól is possibly connected to the sun wheel, which I see it as like a depiction of the sun's chariot wheel, because I've got that tattooed on me. You tattooed that on me.
I did.
But the sun wheel is actually found not just in our faith, religion, walk of life, whatever you want to call it. The sun wheel, if you have not researched it, research it. It's found pretty much across the whole world, and it's insane. Every culture has this fucking symbol.
Yeah.
And it originates around the Ice Age, which puts more into perspective my theory.
Yeah.
Like maybe it was like a calendar thing. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was that. But who knows?
Yeah.
But right here, this is really fun. Sól is all. Oh wait! I put in a thing. Sól is possibly connected to the sun wheel, not the black sun wheel, which is a Nazi thing. Don't tattoo the black sun wheel on you. Even though it's a pretty powerful fucking sound bind rune.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of swallows. Swallows.
I like that rune, by the way.
Yeah. You'd probably like the black sun wheel on how it looks, but don't get it tattooed.
Yeah.
that'll be fun to explain to people. Um, but Sól may also be associated with the swastika. Are you seeing a theme here?
Yeah.
Seeing a theme here, yeah.
Yeah.
So the swastika, which is found all over the world, same thing, all sorts of different religions, faith, whatever have you. But I wrote, she may be associated with the swastika according to the interwebs. So I don't know if I put too much faith into that, because I wrote swastikas are a main staple in Nordic art, but I don't believe it is necessarily the same as Hindu or whatever. Ours is more associated with the Lagus rune. Lagus, meaning water, is associated with life. Pile a bunch of those fuckers together and you get peace. That's the end of my notes.
Nice.
Anyways, nothing to add?
No.
Did you hear half the stuff I was saying?
All I heard was peace.
I'm gonna fucking confiscate your goddamn pen.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to take away your notebook. You're gonna quit fucking doodling.
Okay.
Babe,
What?
swastika, bad, good.
Bad.
Why?
Nazis.
But if you listen to what I was saying, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. After this, I'm gonna make you read my notes.
Okay.
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 But anything else to add, babe?
I don't think so.
I think this is the longest episode that we have ever put out.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
We're already to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you guys got your fill out of this. And like I said, I want to dedicate more time to these gods and goddesses. But as for being lesser known gods, you know, we get the little stuff out of the way, and then hopefully in the future we can go more in depth on these guys.
Yeah.
I did not think that we could actually fill a whole episode with these, but after doing research, we could have.
There's a lot more than we think sometimes.
But I did want to cover a bunch of different bases. For the peeps on Facebook that wanted air, we got Viking King that wanted the moon and sun, and then ChatGPT brought out Váli. So stuff happened.
Yeah, this just meant that we're gonna have to dedicate a whole episode to the sun and the moon. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I want to do some more digging into air.
Yeah.
Because like you were bringing up a lot of cool stuff. I think we could fill out a whole. I mean, not just fill out a whole episode, but like, you know, like some fun speculations.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
stuff that's not written down, stuff that's not accurate. Just me and you just going off the cuff like normal.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could definitely pull out some stuff that's not there.
Yeah.
It might be fun.
I like that because I feel like I didn't do a whole lot of a good research on air. But I'm glad that I did do as much as I did, because then there's a possibility of us just go doing a dedication off of her.
Si, señorita. But that, guys, it's late. We need to go to bed. I need to work in the morning.
Sleepy is calling my name.
And I still need to upload this, type up the stuff and whatnot, and do that stuff and do that stuff. If you guys like what you heard, give us a follow, give us a rating. Don't forget to do that at like a 5-star, unless you don't want to do a 5-star. If you don't want to do a 5-star, then don't do a 5-star. But you should do a 5-star. If you guys have any topics or anything that you want us to cover, give us a comment, give us an email at halfasseasonpod@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all by the same name. We do have a Facebook group. If you guys listening want to be a part of our community, be able to talk and post pictures and just have everyday conversations, hit us up on our Facebook group. Like, give us an ad. We want
Do
more
it,
people's.
do it.
Um, but with that, Skäll, y'all.
Skull, y'all.
Wait. Don't forget to share. Share this with your friends and your families, or the people that you hate. Share this with that guy that prints out counterfeit notebooks down the road from you. All right, now Skäll, y'all.
Skull, y'all.